course, he knew. Who?
There is a photo there, so maybe he's the one.
So let's read it.
Yeah.
And it is the broad-based expert, one of them who was donated. Yes. Do we continue? Yes. A near catastrophic fuel shortage in late March exposed deep failures inside the Energy Ministry, with documents showing Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Ndai was fully aware. Copies of every critical letters and meeting minutes from the onset of the crisis to the March 25th approval of substandard fuel were sent to him. He knew Gulf Energy's cargo failed Kenya's quality standards, yet backed an exception allowing higher sulfur, manganese and lower octane fuel into the market. He was also aware the inflated premium of $255 per metric ton against the G2G's $84 per metric ton would add 17 shillings and 49 cents per litre. Yet despite pushing the country to the brink, he defiantly remains unmoved, perhaps hoping the stinking failure would just go away as Kenyans pay the price by moving on. The man knew.
Yeah.
He was part of communique.
Quite unfortunate. Sad.
Let me ask.
The expert.
When I wanted to pose this question to ODM, this is your expert. You donated this expert to the government of Kenya. You have been going around the country pretty much telling the whole world that the experts that you donated have been delivering. They have been doing a stellar job. Today as ODM, what is your position when your expert is part and parcel of the problem that Kenya is staring at today? What action are you taking? What should we see?
We must see heads rolling. It is important that ODM, particularly given the kind of challenges it's having, it regains its public trust before citizens, and particularly given the kind of image that the late former Prime Minister, Joey, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, gave to ODM as the party that fought for the people. So this is the moment we want to see the voice of the party.
So to just put this into context, is the fact that this individual, this man, Opiyo Ndai, was part and parcel of a communique that saw Kenya get fuel that is not up to par. Right? We've seen individuals who are already in court. They have resigned. And we even have information that they were actually forced to resign from the president's office. Right? There is that part. But we equally have the individual who gave the go-ahead because it went through his office. Why is he not in jail? Why hasn't he resigned? Why are we playing politics with Kenyans? You know why I say that? Because the fuel we're talking about is below par. It's not up to standard. So think about your vehicle. Your hard-earned money is into that vehicle. So today you fuel your vehicle with substandard fuel that goes to destroy your vehicle. Who will pay for that? But put that aside. Remember as well, today we're talking about climate change, right? So emissions into this into the air and everything, right? So we have substandard. That means whatever it is we're emitting into the atmosphere as well is not good for consumption. You know what I mean? It is not just about corruption, scandal. If you look at the bigger picture, it goes deeper than that.
It does, and especially for the sector. And it leaves us to wonder a lot, particularly given the terminology around expert, because you expect to be the person who really has the best kind of, understanding of what needs to happen, and then suddenly, poop, there it is.
I've concluded that the people who are in position of authority just don't care about Wananchi. It is about them, how they will make money and how they will cut corners.
And Aseto, when you push it even further into governance, you wonder who runs a ministry. Is it the cabinet secretary? Is it the principal secretary?
The buck stops with the
What is the role
CS,
of the
right?
PS and the CS? Because the PS is the AI holder, the one who has authority to incur expenditure. But policy and critical decisions sit with the CS.
The buck stops with the CS.
The buck stops with the expert.
President William Ruto, heads must roll. Teachers cry foul over shark cover as Mwangangi defense package. Yes, so kuna hiyo pia yenye iko hapo. Teachers are crying foul. Remember, teachers had a problem with joining SHA scheme, because at the time they had a private supplier who was giving them insurance, but they were convinced that this was a better deal for them. You know, it was superior to what it is they were getting. But today, teachers are saying, lo, ningelijua, andika insha. Alama dukuduku. 3 police officers attacked, injured by mob in Kesses. So 3 officers were attacked by a group of people in Kesses, Uasin Gishu County. According to Uasin Gishu County Police Commander Benjamin Mwanthi, the officers were assaulted by unidentified individuals while conducting routine duties. Kesses is not far from where I went to in high school. So I went to high school in a place called Burnt Forest, Innocence High School, Kesses. From the pitch, tungekuwa tunaona that dam, Kesses dam.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, also ladies from St. Catherine Kesses. Those were like...
you had to say that, right?
I had to. Battle of Titans as students tackle societal issues at drama festival, right? So, one interesting thing about the drama this year is that there is a rule that has banned political messages into that. That is, if you remember last year, and shackles of doom, shackles of doom, right?
And echoes of war.
And echoes of war. I remember. Yeah. So there is a rule now that bans any political messaging through drama. And I hear there's a school actually that has been banned from playing that because they had a phrase in it, Singapore. Tunaenda where? Tunaenda Singapore.
I think that is too much.
Yeah.
It's in my view, it shouldn't be that you take away innovation and creativity of our young ones, particularly if you look at the context of education system in Kenya, where you are talking about CBE, the competency-based education. Allow them to dream, allow them to innovate, allow them to do everything, because
and them to express themselves.
Every single day we see politicians on our podiums, you know, churches, everywhere, political rallies doing the same thing, and these kids are on social media. They are watching all these things. Why lock them out? Why keep them off? Allow them to express themselves.
You know what they're trying to do? Is trying to put petrol fire using water.
I know, right?
That's exactly what they're doing.
When they are stifling petrol.
Exactly. you know, so you know, I look at a situation where whether you like it or not, these children are talking. These children know what is happening. You know, we're talking about high school kids. They know exactly what is happening. They're having these conversations in their living rooms among themselves.
And drama is art. It's satire. It basically gives you the kind of the picture of the society. So I mean, if it is shackles of doom, that's what.
If it's echoes of war, it's exactly what it is.
That's what it is. The politicians are fighting every day.
I reckon a fact that someone sat down and decided to come up with that policy, that for me tells me that they know exactly where the pulse of the country is, and they just don't want people to talk about it.